Before we know what you're doing and what you think about what's going on, we'd like to hear about you and your story because I remember you told me that you have a very interesting background. So we definitely would like to hear about it.
My grandmother was born in Beirut, in Wadi Jmel. And she used to tell me when I was a kid, she loved to tell stories about her childhood. And she used to tell me that Beirut was the Paris of the Middle East. And she loved Beirut. And actually, I cook Lebanese food. And my children grew up on Lebanese food. And I feel very close, you know. Like my dream is to come and visit those places of where my grandmother grew up and see the sights that she saw. And I want to say to our listeners that in Israel, Lebanon is not considered a negative branding, meaning that if you open a Lebanese restaurant in the Galilean streets here in northern Israel, you will get a lot of clients. Okay, people appreciate the Lebanese culture and the Lebanese food, and it's a positive brand. What is negative, actually, is the Israeli memories of sending the IDF into Lebanon. These are the bad memories we have from the 80s and the 90s. And this is an experience that we were very careful not to repeat on for many years. This is how we ended up in a situation that Hezbollah became that much entrenched in South Lebanon because we didn't do anything to stop it for many years. The Lebanese government didn't do anything to stop it for many years. And we didn't do it because we didn't want to get in again. And now we were forced to do it after Hezbollah opened war against us twice, in 2023 and now. The Israeli society is very diverse, and there are different opinions in the Israeli society. But I can promise you that the vast majority of Israelis don't see this in any ideological way. The vast majority of Israelis connect between the IDF presence in Lebanon to security. And if there wasn't Hezbollah, which everybody knows that the mission of Hezbollah is to destroy the state of Israel. So if there wasn't Hezbollah, we are not interested in holding any centimeter of land of Lebanon. We want peace with Lebanon. And the main gap between the reality until today to the dream is the fact that instead of making peace, we made ceasefires again and again and again. And ceasefires enabled Hezbollah to grow and to destroy Lebanon before it is destroyed in Israel. And it's not a solution. Ceasefire is not a solution. What Israel is doing today against Hezbollah in Lebanon doesn't serve just the Israeli security. I know that it sounds awkward what I'm going to say, with all the casualties in Lebanon, and I'm aware of the price that Lebanese are paying. But eventually, we are both fighting the same enemy that is destroying Lebanon and doesn't care about Lebanon and doesn't care about the Lebanese interest. It is working only for its Iranian boss. And we are doing that for our interest, of course, but it also serves the Lebanese interest to build a sovereign state that will take care of the Lebanese interest. And when we are attacking Hezbollah, we are targeting Hezbollah. By the way, we didn't target and we don't want to target Lebanese state assets. We are targeting Hezbollah. We want to target Hezbollah for our interest, to bring security to our people. But at the same time, it serves the interest of the Lebanese who understand that the reason that Lebanon today is such in a bad condition is because of Hezbollah. Yeah. And if we will not do it, and the Lebanese government, I'm sorry, it didn't do it in the past 20 years, and nobody will do it. And Lebanon will fall into the hands of Iran, and it will become a radical Islamic state just like Iran, and nobody wants that. So this is why we're doing what we're doing. Look, for Israelis, the price of holding Lebanese territory is a price of many reservists that are drafted for many days. It's a lot of money. It's a high price for our society, for our daily lives here, for our economy. We will pay this price only for security for our civilians, but we will not willing to pay this price for, crazy ideas that, as I've said, vast majority of the Israelis are not interested in. So as far as I can, I can tell, we will stay in South Lebanon as long as the Lebanese government is not taking any action against Hezbollah. If we will see that the Lebanese government is taking actions, and I deliberately saying taking actions, and I'm not saying statements, because I'm sorry, I live up north. I've been under fire of Hezbollah for many, many months, not only in the past month. And I am tired of talkings and statements. I want to see the Lebanese government taking action, and I know there is a long list of actions that could be made, even without getting to a civil war. For the immediate time range, Israelis had withdrawn unilaterally from Lebanon in May 2000. And what we got is a huge monster named Hezbollah that threatened to destroy both countries. So in order to make Israelis here up north a little bit less skeptical, what we want to see is a gesture of the Lebanese government not to Israel. Disarming Hezbollah is like it's starting from the end. Okay? I want to see the Lebanese government taking care of the sovereignty of the Lebanese government in Beirut. Yes, do it for yourself. Okay, and we will learn that you actually motivated in being a sovereign state and not gave up on your own country. Give me something to work with, so I will believe you that you do care about your own future. Because what we are getting, the messages that eventually we are getting from the lack of deeds and I'm sorry, but the lies about the disarmament of Hezbollah, half of the rockets that were launched in the first 2 weeks of this campaign from Lebanon to Israel were launched from south of Litani. In the second few weeks is a third. These rockets were there, and we were told that they are not there anymore.
Yeah.
We need to work with something. So, okay, disarmament in South Lebanon, I think this is too ambitious. I think you should start with Beirut. Like the Lebanese government wanted to see the Iranian ambassador out of Beirut, and he's still drinking coffee in Beirut. And we all know that the Iranian embassy is used as the headquarters of the IRGC in Beirut. We all know that. It's not a secret.
Yeah.
Okay, that's one idea. Another idea is the banks of Beirut, of Hezbollah. The banks of Hezbollah are legitimate in Lebanon.
Yeah.
If they are legitimate, the whole activity of Hezbollah is legitimate. I'll give you another idea, because I know that our audience is Lebanese. What's the secret of success of Hezbollah? You wrote about it. It's a state within a state, right? That's the secret of it's not exactly threats and fear. It's a little bit more than that. It's also threats and fears, but not only.
A combination.
Yeah, a combination. Okay, now you have so many people displaced among the base of Hezbollah. Publish who is giving them humanitarian aid. If it's the Lebanese state, publish it. If it's Hezbollah, make sure it's not Hezbollah. It's not about Israel. It's about internal issue of Lebanon, that if we will see a change, it will build a trust with the Israelis to make some statements here. And maybe, to achieve some of your goals here. That's one thing. Okay? Let's take the Lebanese army. There are officers in the Lebanese army that collaborate with Hezbollah. Everybody knows their names. It's not a secret. Not in Lebanon, not in Israel. Everybody knows their names. Just one of them. Fire him. One. Just take one. These are, I'm calling it gestures, but actually it's not gestures for the Israelis. It's gestures for the Lebanese.
It's
to
more
put
than
Hezbollah
gestures, actually. It's more,
not to just
it's implementing your own decisions. It's being serious.
yes, it's being serious because I've
Yeah.
been following this issue of Hezbollah in Lebanon more than 20 years now, including during my service in the army and as a civilian, as the head of Alma Center. And I feel that I am tired with words. I want to see deeds. And as long as I don't see deeds and I'm still under attack, and Hezbollah is saying these negotiations are not my business, I am against them, I'm not part of all of that, we are not going to ceasefire. Now the price of ceasefire, from 24 hours to a week to whatever, the price will be more killing of our soldiers, because Hezbollah will not sit quiet during a ceasefire.
Sorry.
I'm saying that every ceasefire that will be announced, if it's a temporary ceasefire for a few days, for a week, or all of these talkings now, this means that meanwhile Hezbollah will be able to send more terrorists down south, more rockets down south, to be more prepared, to change positions, and IDF's hands are tied not to do anything again. You understand that this means that we are enabling Hezbollah to recover while IDF is doing nothing? We cannot accept that. We cannot accept that. It will risk the lives of our soldiers, and it will risk the achievement that we all want Israel to gain. It's an achievement against Hezbollah. We don't want to occupy Beirut for no reason whatsoever. And we don't want to occupy the Bekaa for what reason whatsoever. So, no, we all understand that to completely disarm Hezbollah should be a combination of a few efforts. The Israeli military campaign, the Lebanese government action, international community designation of Hezbollah as a terrorist entity and enforcing this designation, and the fall of the Islamic Republic in Iran. We need all of this to happen at the same time. It's a long process. We all know that. But we're talking in all of Lebanon. We understand that. And that's why I'm saying, okay, leave South Lebanon to the Israelis. We are working there. Lebanese, please make sure you don't have manufacturing facilities, long-range missiles, storages, headquarters of Hezbollah inside Beirut, and inside those buildings in Beirut of few floors or beneath them, tunnels of Hezbollah beneath Beirut. You can start with that. This is your capital. You want it to be sovereign over the country. Last time the average was of twice a day attacks in Lebanon. In all over Lebanon, it was an average of twice a day. It's not war, but it's not exactly a ceasefire. It's somewhere in between.